I know that something that you hate hearing from people is, I don't have time.
Oh,
I'm too busy. I don't have time. How do I do it? That'd be great, but I don't have time for that. And you've talked to me about how, no, you have time. You have time in between things. You have time all over the place. And so I imagine someone like you has to be really thorough on their time, or at least cognizant on their time.
So again, leading back, everything that I do now, I learned at a younger age. Being an athlete in the Division I college in the Pac-10, back then Pac-10, your time is not yours. You are owned by University of Washington. So all you kids that want to get full ride scholarships, just be prepared. You have no life when you're in college. I'm just keeping it real. Wake up, weight room, go to class, come back, practice, then study your tutor table. Or dinner table, tutor, mandatory tutoring sessions, what have you. Wake up, repeat. When everyone's on spring break, you're at a track meet or you're training for this or you're doing whatever. When people are on summer fun, you're either taking summer sessions to make sure you graduate on time or catching up on classes. So there's always something that wants to be had. As an adult, that same kind of pressure I keep in my life now. I have times a day, like I know I'm going to work out this time of day. That means I'm having meetings at this time, that time. I manage my life and always have. Doing sales, you have the same thing. You travel. I covered a 5-state territory at one point. Time management. I still had to make time for me to work out, do things. I still had to make time to see my doctors, do things. Still had to make time to entertain, account for travel. And I have a 13-year-old daughter now. Back then she was a little younger, but I still had to account for time to see my child and be a father. So time management. When it comes to, I don't have time, we waste, I can't recall the figure. If you sit in traffic, an hour a day, right? That's 5 hours a week that you could have been doing something, right? You spend another, each weekend you go to the club and party, Friday night, Saturday night, that's 4 hours each night. That's another 8 hours. There's multiple ways to find time in your week to do something if you're motivated to do it. Most people aren't motivated for it. And then two, there's a difference between busy and productive. People can be busy. Oh, I'm busy, I'm too busy. But are you actually being productive with that time? You know what I mean? Is that time making money for you or potential to make money for you? We have time. It's whether we choose to use it constructively or not. It's the worst, wackest, garbage excuse you could have. There are people out there, the P. Diddy's of the world, the Oprah Winfrey's of the world, that are running multi-billion-dollar companies, and they have time every day to do X, Y, and Z. So you're telling me Joe Schmo, who works 60 hours a week, doesn't? Give me a break.